Hi Fahim. Hi Anumak. We'll wait for a few minutes and then we'll start when everyone joins. Hi. Are you? Hi Tansir. Welcome. Okay, let me. So I'll answer a few questions right now. If you guys have any, and then once it hits like 20 people, I'll actually start presenting. And then if you guys have any question, you can drop it now, and then I'll wait for the people to join. Hi Queen. Hi Emmet. Hi Tanzir. Just 2 more minutes and I'll start. Hi Aisha. Shh. Oh, you're sending a request to join? We'll take your question later. Alright, I'll actually just start with the small. So I'll just start it now. So I am Hosung Lee. I started this study basically this is a partnership with me and Global Grads. So I'm a Korean consultant. I'll be working for Global Grads. I'll be assisting you guys in Korean applications. I have a 2 years of visa and educational consultant experience. I initially started because I have a both background in half Korean and half Pakistan. My mom's Korean, my dad is Pakistani, so I'm trilingual actually. And then a lot of people around me wanted to go to Korea from Pakistan, so I was sending their applications since I was young. And then I did a professional course, and I talked to embassy people, and then started my consultant journey. And I did my master course at UCL. It's a university in United Kingdom. And then that's just about me. And then alright, so content. So we'll be covering a few things. So I've covered about me. So I'll talk about why Korea. So why would you want to study in Korea? Like what benefits are there? And I'll talk about the university options, the cost of studying there, living cost, transport, etc. The job opportunities, including part-time. I'll also discuss the scholarship opportunities that you guys all look for, and the application process and then overall application process and how you can actually start doing your application. If you guys have any question, you can feel free to drop it on the chat. I'll ask it. I'll answer it. Am I going fine right now? Do you guys understand? Yep, all good. Alright, so why Korea? I'll talk about why Korea. So for me, I personally lived in Korea for 15 years since I finished my middle school there, and I went to high school for Pakistan. So I can assure that it's a good country to live, even as a normal life standard. But if I talk about a specific thing that appeals to Pakistani people for university, it'll be low initial cost. So compared to UK, US, Australia, and all those countries, it has a really low initial cost. For the first year, if you have 4 to 5K, you can actually settle there. You can actually fund your first year fee, do your accommodation there, and then you'll be set for the first year. Entry point is really easy to get into Korea. Second, excellent job market. So basically, in Pakistan, what you guys see is that we have lots of youth population. And then it's just really competitive to get a normal job, like a normal competitive high paying salary job in Pakistan. But in Korea, the situation is opposite. In Korea, we don't have a lot of youth population. So it's going through the aging population curve. And then the problem is that so we don't have a lot of youth population to take over the job market. So it'll be excellent opportunity for the foreign workers to take over the job market. And then we also got English course. So if you do not wish to study in Korean, they also have a lots of variety of options for the English track course and business, computer science. I'll be discussing this later. Yep. Thank you, Anumka. How do you pronounce it? Like Anumka Doom. Yeah. Right. I mean, I can speak Urdu. If you do, you guys want me to do it in Urdu? Like, you can just type it down there. If 2-3 people say yes, I'll do it in Urdu. Because I can also speak Urdu. It's just fair. Okay. Yeah. So I'll talk about the fifth point, which is diversity and culture experience. Korea is really known for their food, their diverse culture, their excellent weather, history, and it'll be like a nice opportunity if you're enrolled in Korea, and it'll be like an engaging opportunity for you to experience diversity and culture in Korea. So that's like initially why Korea in a like very brief sense. And if I talk about the university options, so Anum, for you, like, are you looking for a bachelor's or a master's? So in terms of bachelor's, masters. I'll cover masters in like 1 second after covering bachelor. So the thing with Korean bachelor is that you have a very limited English course option. So when you're fresh out of from high school, you essentially have three broad options to enroll in English track. So it's gonna be computer science, business, and engineering. But there's one option called language institution, which I'll cover in a bit. So the way that it works is that you go to a language institute for like chese, like bara mahine exal, and then there's a few course that you can study in Korean after passing topic test. So that's courses law, psychology, medicine, and then like the repetition. Sorry, I made a mistake there. And they'll teach everything in Korean, and the cost of normal bachelor, like I'm not talking about the extreme like bracket. If I normal johoten would those said 2.5k USD per semester, and that's the semester cost. And in Korea, there's 2 semester in a year, and this is without scholarship. And then there's an excellent scholarship to fund your studies. I'll discuss that later. So if you guys just stay in, मैं उसके बारे में बात करूँगा बाद में. And then let's talk about the masters. That's what I'm requested. So in terms of masters, it's a really good opportunity in Korea. We got lots of option. English track में अंदर आपको हर कोर्स पढ़ने को मिलेंगे. वहाँ पे आपको medicine, law, psychology, engineering, business. Unlike bachelors, masters in Korea university में हर तरह के कोर्स ऑफर करते हैं, और वो 2 साल के कोर्स होंगे. Generally, full time. So if you do half time, part time work and then work there, it'll be 4 years. But if you just work full time, it'll be 2 years. And then masters का fees थोड़ा सा महंगा है. It's gonna be between 2 to 4k USD per semester. So आप समझ सकते हैं कि per year के अंदर 4k से 8k आप सोच सकते हैं. But that's without scholarship. And if I talk about Anum, is that clear? Do you have any other question with the masters? I can answer your specific question. I can always go back. If anyone has any question, please ask. Please, I'll happily answer you guys. Alright, so the language course that I talked about with the bachelor's option. So the thing is that for bachelor's, I talked about that वहाँ पे आपको English कोर्स करना पड़ता है, और जिसका ऑप्शन बहुत ज़्यादा लिमिटेड है. और जो हाई स्कूल के लोग होते हैं जो पढ़ना चाहते हैं बैचलर्स कोरिया के अंदर, लेकिन जो डिफरेंट कोर्स पढ़ना चाहते हैं आउटसाइड बिजनेस एंड कंप्यूटर साइंस, वो they can enroll themselves in language course. उसका जो period होगा वो 6 to 12 months है. It depends on what score you get at the end. So there's a standardized test called TOPIK, and अगर आपके पास उसके अंदर अच्छी score आ जाती है तो you can get admission in Korea. Or this is an excellent opportunity to secure, क्योंकि इसका जो system जो चलता है language course का, you have undergrad university, and then within the undergrad university they offer language course. मतलब उसी university के department के अंदर language course होते हैं जो ये offer करते हैं. you can easily enroll yourself with that. And then when you do a decent amount of when you're doing decent there, you can just easily like go to the same university that offers a language course for the bachelor's. और इसका benefits तो ये है कि आपको और ज़्यादा सस्ता मिलेंगे. आपको 700 to 1000 USD per semester. That's really good. And then आपको इसके अंदर visa के issues भी नहीं होंगे. So for someone who just generally wants to learn Korean, they can just enroll into this course. And if you really like Korea, this is like an experiment. अगर आपको ज़्यादा पसंद आ जाती है एक साल में अगर, तो you can easily enroll yourself into bachelor's. अगर समझ नहीं आते तो you can skip, come back to Pakistan, up to you. And then besides from that, कुछ लोग पूछते हैं कि इसमें scholarship का क्या सीन है कि 700 and 1000 USD per semester के अंदर इसके on top of scholarship होंगे नहीं होंगे. I'll talk about that. So it's a merit-based scholarship. There is no entrance scholarship for the language course. अगर आप language course के अंदर अपने cohort के अंदर if you perform well, if you get good scores, they'll give you a merit-based scholarship. But there's no fixed criteria. It really depends on the language institution that you'll be choosing. You can always message Global Grads. We'll be talking to you. We'll give you a consultation on that, and then we'll find the perfect fit for you. So that's not an issue. And then let's talk about the next one. So cost of living. So that's a lot of people's concern, right? So like how much will it cost? Like how expensive is Korea? You don't have to be intimidated. For me personally, I spend the same amount in Korea and in Pakistan whenever I move around. So जो शुरू में इन कोरिया के अंदर आपके पास एक चीज़ होती है इंश्योरेंस कॉस्ट जो कि हर स्टूडेंट्स को मैंडेटरी देना पड़ता है पर मंथ पर ईयर. और अगर इसके अंदर मैंने इंश्योरेंस कॉस्ट के अंदर मेडिकल भी इंक्लूड कर दिया, आपका जो हॉस्पिटल का जो जितने भी चीज़ें होती है, एंड देन योर यूनिवर्सिटी इंश्योरेंस. तो यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर भी आपके इंश्योरेंस होते हैं, वो सब कुछ इंक्लूड करके आपको 30 USD पड़ेंगे पर मंथ. फूड ये भी आप पे डिपेंड करता है कि अगर आप पाकिस्तान से है तो आउट से आपको 150 USD ज़्यादा नहीं पड़ेंगे कॉस्ट फूड के लिए. And thank you for joining, guys. Thank you for joining. Yeah, 150 is ज़्यादा नहीं पड़ेंगे food. Lekin again, it's up to you. But if you want to have the same standard as Pakistan, 150 is I think minimum. And the accommodation. So where will you get accommodation from? How are you gonna get it? So accommodation ज़्यादातर यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर डॉर्म ऑफर करते हैं, हॉस्टल जो पाकिस्तान उर्दू में कहते हैं. तो दे यूजुअली गिव आउट हॉस्टल. इट्स रियली इजी. अगर आप इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स हैं स्पेशली फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान, वो आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं करेंगे अकोमोडेशन प्रोवाइड करने में. और उसका जो प्राइस है वो सस्ता भी है, 200 USD per month. एंड देन एज लॉन्ग एज ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इज कंसर्न, साउथ कोरिया के अंदर वहाँ पे ऊबर का सिस्टम बहुत कम है. वहाँ पे व्हेन आई पर्सनली ट्रैवल आई ऑलवेज ट्रैवल विद बस. सबवे आपको मतलब वहाँ के सबवे का जो सिस्टम है वो इतना ज़्यादा डेवलप्ड हुआ है कि आपको हर कंट्री के हर सिटी के अंदर आपको पहुँच सकते हैं सबवे के थ्रू. So that will cost 50 USD per month, I would say, in average. And then if I talk about something else, so job opportunities. So अगर आप term time के अंदर काम करना चाहते हैं तो उसका क्या सीन होगा. जो ज़्यादातर पाकिस्तानी स्टूडेंट्स जाते हैं वो टेक्नोलॉजी, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, टीचिंग, हॉस्पिटलिटी प्रोफेशन के अंदर है. सो टेक्नोलॉजी का जो अगर हम सोचे तो उसमें IT स्टाफ वगैरह, कॉल सेंटर्स वगैरह जो जहाँ पे इंग्लिश में बतानी पड़ती है लोगों को, they tend to get a job there. So which course is the best employability in Korea? Let me show you the course. So if I talk about masters के अंदर हमारे पास ये सारी कोर्स है, business, engineering, medicine, law, psychology. The thing about Korea is that Korea के अंदर कोर्स ज़्यादातर नहीं देखते हैं. They talk about your university itself. और वहाँ पे जॉब का जो नेचर ऐसा है कि unless you're going for like a really niche job like medicine or law, you can get like a general job with any course you want. लेकिन अगर मैं competitiveness की बात कर लूँ तो I would say business is excellent opportunity. In Korea, unlike US and UK, they regard business really high degree. And engineering as well. Engineering is a really good course. उसके बाद let me come back to job opportunity. So इसके अंदर आपके पास मतलब मैंने बताया था मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, एसेंशली फैक्ट्रीज वगैरह में ज़्यादातर मेल स्टूडेंट्स जिनके सेहत अच्छे होते हैं वो पढ़ लेते हैं मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के अंदर. And in terms of teaching, online English teacher, online language teacher, a lot of females tend to work in the teaching area. अगर हम हॉस्पिटलिटी की सोचें, वहाँ पे नर्सिस की बात आती है, वहाँ पे हेल्पर्स वगैरह वो सब कुछ बात आती है. तो and then what I'm trying to say is that in Korea आपके पास बहुत सारी plenty of job opportunities है और आपको यूनिवर्सिटी के within यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर भी आपको मिल जाएंगे. And if I talk about the hours, if it's allowed or not, yes, it's absolutely allowed. आपको 20 hours का allowance मिलेंगे during academic term, and outside academic term आपका vacation के अंदर आपका मतलब reading week वगैरह उसमें आपको full time job करने को मिलेंगे. और कमाई कितनी है ये main question. On average 8 to 10 USD per hour. So आपको अगर आप 20 hours काम कर लें तो आपको 200 USD मिल जाएंगे per week. And then usually that's how the students self-finance. तो इसी के थ्रू लोग अपने बाद की यूनिवर्सिटी का जो बाद में आते हैं जो सेमेस्टर्स वो खुद self-finance करते हैं. That's usually enough. And then job का कि हम जाके job कैसे ढूंढें, ये करें वो करें, तो उसके लिए for that we are here. Global grads will be, and I'll be there for the global grads to help out your job application as well. अगर वहाँ पहुँचते हैं, you can just keep in contact with us. I'll help you apply for the job. अगर वो नहीं चलते, and if you're looking for the other opportunity, there's a thing called Pakistani community in Korea. So वहाँ पे क्योंकि पाकिस्तानी population कम है, वहाँ पे एक होता है कि जहाँ से मैं पढ़ा हूँ, Daegu, I'm from Daegu. So they have a masjid, like they have a local masjid, and you have every single Pakistani there. It's not just Muslim, because they're dominated by the Pakistani people, and they're the established Pakistani businessmen in Korea, and they have a connection to like massive manufacturing sector. They know factory owners who can give you jobs. So as long as like if you just you can actually just get engaged with the Pakistani communities, you'll be easily able to get a job. If not, we are always here. Global Grads will be here to help you. बाकी जो होते हैं scholarship. अच्छा, so in Korea बहुत सारे लोग that we got a message that oh yeah I have this percentage in my high school, I have this percentage in my bachelor's, can I get scholarship? I'm really unfortunately in Korea क्योंकि जो bachelor's और high school के अंदर जो marks का जो होता है वो international standard नहीं है ना, ये एक बहुत ज़्यादा इसमें subjectivity होती है. So they only consider scholarship based on your IELTS in terms of academics. So अगर आपके पास let's say example, this applies to every single course that I talked about, including bachelor's and master's. इसमें language institution का नहीं होगा, language institution का तो fully merit based है. Bachelor's and master's के लिए IELTS based scholarship होंगे. For example, on average अगर आपके पास 5.5 आती है तो आपको 30%, 40%. Above 7 you get 70%. It's a general rule, but it could depend on the university you're trying to apply. उसके बाद entrance based scholarship है. बहुत सारे universities होते हैं जो foreign students को entrance based scholarship provide करते हैं. For example, 50% off admission fee, 50% off first semester fee, something like that, just to increase the. क्योंकि मैंने बताया था कि पाकिस्तान के अंदर youth population नहीं है, तो वो सारे इसी के entrance based के through लोग आते हैं, इसमें attract करने की कोशिश करते हैं. तो it's gonna be like हम लोग it's gonna be an excellent opportunity for us to exploit this opportunity. उसके बाद topic होता क्या है? Topic जो मैंने बताया था, when you go to language institute, you essentially study 6 to 12 months just to give a topic test. So आपको बाद में after doing that course you give a test and then you get a score. इसमें आपको on average 4, 3, 5 इतना मिलेंगे. Or when you get 5, the Korean it's essentially a Korean language test. So when you get scholarship about PhD I'll discuss it later once it's over. So topic test अगर आपके पास 5 आ जाती है in the grading system के अंदर, so you can get 100%, 70%, minimum 70%. So that's like how the topic works. और मैंने इसलिए बताया था कि if someone has a low budget, you can come and try to enroll yourself in the language course first. उसके बाद आपको समझ में आती है when you get a good topic score, क्योंकि उसमें आपको overall 4 years का जो खर्चा होता है वो कम हो जाती है when you get a scholarship based on topic. उसके बाद fourth merit obviously अगर आपका GPA अच्छा है within university, masters आप करते हैं, आपका क्लास में आपका टॉप कर जाता है 10%, top 5%, then they'll give you a scholarship. उसके बाद So application process. So simply, all you have to do is just message Global Grads, call us, call Global Grads. There will be so many contact options if you go to our Instagram page. तो वहाँ पे check कर ले, वहाँ पे when you message us, you probably will guide you throughout. So if I talk about the brief view, you're gonna submit your documents to Global Grads and then we'll be reviewing it and they will give you a few university options. उसके बाद अगर आपको university option पसंद आ जाती है तो we start application. और अभी का जो application cycle है मेरिट बेस पे आइल्स होता है नहीं आइल्स और मेरिट बेस का सेपरेट है सो मेरिट बेस इज विद इन द यूनिवर्सिटी लाइक अगर आप तो आइल्स का जो होता है वो एडमिशन के वक्त में होता है और मेरिट्स तब करते हैं जब when you're in university और जब वहाँ पे academics का पेपर दे रहे होते हैं तो आप उसमें देखते हैं कि आप क्लास में कितना अच्छे हैं तो उसी ऊपर का मेरिट बेस होता है that's a two different thing and then आपको दोनों में मिल जाएंगे अगर if you're good so मैंने बताया था कि you can just simply message us and then we're gonna give you some option अगर आपको पसंद आ जाती है तो we process your application और अभी का जो admission cycle होगा वो spring semester होगा 2025 so now the admission is open for 2025 spring मतलब March so overall cycle would be अगर आप अभी शुरू करते हैं so we give you a university option you say okay it takes a month and a half to get for us to get a confirmation from unis and then once you get the uni we send all our visa document to you you submit that to Korean embassy and then it's going to take like another 5 to 6 weeks to get a visa and then at the end by February March you'll be entering Korea for the IELTS so admission merit is IELTS based yeah admission merit is IELTS based exactly most of the time. What about study gap? In Korea, that's the best thing. They do not really care about the study gap as long as you provide a record that. Also, there's a thing called statement, personal statement. Why do you want to study there? You can also mention everything that मैंने ये किया था इसलिए I went on a study gap. As long as you explain it correctly, there's no issue in terms of like आपको logistically कोई issue नहीं होंगे वहाँ पे study gap के बजाय. So and then what we need overall documents. So let's talk about that. So आपको original graduation certificate चाहिए होंगे and all of them should be attested by MOFA and then apostille. And then आपको original transcript and then original English proficiency test. So it'll be IELTS if you're applying for the bachelor's English track or master's English track. अगर आप language course के लिए करते हैं तो you don't need that. And then family relationship certificate just for the security reason. ID card, passport, आपको सब चाहिए होता है. From where to get the document attested? Ministry, yeah, this is gonna be MOFA, and then you also have to get it from the Korean embassy as well. We'll guide you through that. Just text us, just call us. I'll be there to help you out. I'll be there to help you out. Don't worry about that. I'll also ask the specific question. I'll also answer the specific question later once this is over. So just stay in. So and then we need the bank statement. So bank statement balance, we generally require 12,000 to 20,000. But the Korea is that UK में अगर मैं personal UK की बात करें तो वहाँ पे आपको 30 दिन रखना पड़ता है 30 दिन रखना पड़ता है fund. So you have to have it for a proven record of time. But in Korea you just need a closing balance most of the time. So आपके लिए ये एक और easy factor हो जाती है. Bank statement of parents, yeah. इसमें आपको इस तरह होंगे कि अगर आपका बैंक स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पेरेंट्स होगा तो आप उसमें प्रूव कर सकते हैं थ्रू योर फैमिली सर्टिफिकेट के आप इनके ऑफस्प्रिंग्स हैं तो फिर उसमें they don't have any issue. You don't have to have your own bank statement as long as you prove that they're your parents through your family certificate. All good? Okay, so Q&A. So I'll take every single question that you guys want. And just ask me anything. I'll take it. Do you want me to? Is there any topic that you guys want me to cover more? Scholarship or more courses? What course do you have? Bank statement of parents. Yeah, UP got that. So should I talk about the apostille? How to get the document attested for, if you guys want. Any good option for PhD? So in terms of PhD, कुछ लोगों ने भी पूछा था research based scholarship. Oh, this is for PhD. We got a lot of questions from PhDs. So for PhD, give me a so for PhD, क्योंकि इसके अंदर बहुत सारी complications है. For example, you need to get a thesis, you need to get a personal connection with the university, professors there. So we don't, our service do not really cover PhD, because it's really up to you. It's really hard to, so basically what I'm trying to say is that PhD के लिए आपको बहुत सारी specification research जो up to the high standard चाहिए होते हैं और we didn't really get a candidate who could do that in Korea, so हम लोग ने offer नहीं किया था. But inshallah, in a bit we'll probably expand the PhD service as well, but you just have to tune in for that. Research based, no, as long as I can answer the question that you want to ask, because the research based scholarship, yes, they really offer it. I was attending a seminar in Korean University, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, you can get a research-based scholarship. They have a stipend as well, so you get paired up with a professor. It's like every other PhD institute. You get paired up with professors. वो अब उसी professor के अंदर आप काम करते हैं कुछ देर, and then you get a monthly payment. उसमें आपको free accommodation भी मिल जाती है. But again, for PhD, you have to be really, really like up there. And then we generally do not offer that service unless we think that you're a good match. आप हमें message कर सकते हैं बाद में, and then we'll see if we could do it. Scholarship for MBA, yeah, of course. I talked about. Let me just pop that up for you again. Okay, so for MBA, more like masters in general, it's all similar. So we all have 4 major scholarship there. So आपको फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आप MBA पढ़ रहे हैं या MPhil पढ़ रहे हैं या कुछ और पढ़ रहे हैं. It's generally 4 based, IELTS, entrance, topic, merit. And then also sometimes if you are going for the really high-end university, they could give you scholarship based on your master's research if you've done another master's and if you want to do another master. So that's the scholarship. So अगर मैं आपको example दूं तो for IELTS, if you get above 7, you can get easily minimum 70% scholarship. Entrance पे भी आपको अगर आपके IELTS score ना अच्छे ना भी आते हैं तो they give you 30% off for the first semester usually. और अगर आप MBA Korean course के अंदर पढ़ना चाहते हैं तो you can get topic, तो उसके अंदर आपको हो जाती है. And then merit, within MBA course के अंदर अगर आपके scores अच्छे आ जाती हैं तो you can easily get that. And docs attestation. So what is difference between type A and type? Can you specify your question? I don't really get it. So docs attestation, yeah, you have to get that when you want to come Korea. So इसमें अभी कुछ किसी और ने भी reply किया था कि आपको HSC and then foreign Ministry of Foreign Affairs के अंदर आपको document attestation चाहिए, and then on top of that, if you want to come Korea, Korean embassy के अंदर भी आपको document attestation चाहिए होता है, which will be guiding you. It's a pretty straightforward step. You just have to submit your documents and wait for like a week. They'll give you all the stamps. As long as you, but the process is that you have to get a test from the HSC and Ministry of Affairs first, and then after that you go to Korean embassy and get your final document attached, and then you submit that to Global Grads. We'll be sending it to Korean University, and it has to be original as well. So आपका document जितने भी है वो सारी authentic original document होंगे, so we can just get it there. Oh, so GKS. Oh, you wanted to ask for GKS. So we don't do GKS. GKS का मैं अगर personally बात बताएं तो last year I think less than 10 people from Pakistan got GKS. It's a really competitive program. We generally, so what we're trying to do is that we just want to open up an option for lots of Pakistani students to study in Korea. Or GKS like the both selective and then it's really hard for us to like send our students to GKS. So we don't do GKS. So I hope that answers your question. But if you want to generally apply for Korea, we're always here. Diploma. So is that like 2 years course for bachelor's? Which diplomas are you talking about? does anyone have other questions? I can answer it right now. No, so the postgraduate diplomas. Oh yeah, you have to get every single document attested. I'll show you this. So for all of the Pakistanis were being rejected. Yeah, so for answering the anonymous questions first, so we got all of this document I showed on the screen. You guys can see the screen, right? Yeah, so all of them will be will have to be attested, including आपको जितना भी diplomas वगैरह होते हैं. And then I heard that Pakistani visas are being rejected. So what if we got selected and then our visas get rejected? So, I mean, that happens. I've heard that happens a lot. I've seen it a lot. So if I talk about my previous client that when we were doing in the beginning, like a year ago, there was a guy called I'm not gonna say the name, and then he was gonna apply. He got into University of Namseol, and then he got admission, but his visa got rejected. Generally, they cannot reject your visa unless you have a valid reason. So if you have, अगर आपके पास सारी documents ठीक हैं, आपके पास सारी जो फंड्स ठीक है, यूनिवर्सिटी आपका लग जाती है, अगर हमने फॉर्म के अंदर कोई मिस्टेक नहीं किया तो दे कैन नॉट रिजेक्ट यू विदाउट अ वैलिड रीजन. अगर आपके पास क्रिमिनल रिकॉर्ड है वो तो डिफरेंट स्टोरीज है. बट जो लेट्स से अहमद का जो नामसोल यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर एडमिशन हुआ है, उसका ये सीन था कि he said that on the document that he's going to commute from Seoul to Namseol, which is really far. And then the Korean embassy got suspicious that इनका ये सीन होगा कि there's a high chance that he might not be going to university. उसने ऐसी visa ले लिया था education का, तो they rejected his visa. And then we talked to him after, how did it happen? And then उसके बाद हम लोगों ने उसकी सारे document के अंदर modification किया है. हर चीज़ को हेरन बनाना होता है, हर चीज़ का compliance होता है, which we'll be working on, क्योंकि हमारे पास experience है. तो उसके अंदर जब आपके पास सारी coherent चीज़ें होती है और सब कुछ comply कर जाती है, तो you don't have to worry about them getting rejected. It's a very less chance. Our success rate is 90%. अगर हम आपके सारी वीज़ा आपको मतलब एक तो दो एस्पेक्ट्स है हमारे, तो हमारा एक एप्लीकेशन एस्पेक्ट्स है और वीज़ा एस्पेक्ट्स है, हम दोनों एस्पेक्ट्स करके देते हैं आपको. तो you don't have to worry about that. What's rough estimation of MBA and MPhil cost in PKR? So I talked about the course. So masters, right? So cost depend करता है कि university के ऊपर, and then your scholarship as well. So 2 to 4K USD per semester. So this is generally like the cost that you'll be giving. For 1 year, there's 2 semester. तो ये आपका एक course हो गया. This is without scholarship. But as I said, अगर आपका if you don't mind, will you share your IELTS? I can just give you a brief like cost estimation. If you give me, have you given your IELTS? Hi. Thank you for joining, guys. In the beginning. And then after we have the general cost of living. So as I said, this is monthly of 30-50. So overall it's gonna cost you 430. So 430 is Pakistani rupees के अंदर आपको per month 1,20,000 तक पड़ सकते हैं for masters. And then university cost के अंदर उसका अलग खर्चा है. But this is all without scholarship. What if IELTS 7 overall? Yeah, if it's 7 overall, for masters in law, they have an excellent course for 7 and above. Let me show you that. If you have 7 and above, I would say minimum is 70%. So if you have and on top of that, if you have other like specification, like if you did really well in other things, and like if there's no issue with your application, they'll give you 70% for a minimum. And then ज़्यादातर इसी तरह का होता है. And then you can also avail your entrance scholarship or बहुत सारी opportunities है कि अगर this is a very detailed one, but Egg University in a city called Gyeongdae. It's one of the best university in Korea, very global. we got loads of foreign students there. वहाँ पे एक system होता है, वहाँ पे they give us scholarship on the need base as well. It's a very few university. That's why I didn't mention on the scholarship tab. वहाँ पे from they give us scholarship to the women from developing worlds, like that includes Pakistan as well. So and it's all like you can also they're all like they're जैसे अगर आपके पास आर्ट्स का आता है और आर्ट्स का स्कॉलरशिप आता है और उसी का नी बेस पे आता है, वो सारे मर्ज हो जाती है, and then you can get like multiple scholarship and it gets counted. So can you recommend some top tutors for IELTS preparation? So where I gave IELTS, I just did it online, so I didn't go to any tutors. But it might be different. Like, how did you guys Anum, did you get IELTS 7? I mean, how did you guys prepare for it? I would say nowadays the YouTube के अंदर सारी guides होती हैं और especially it's free. मतलब जहाँ तक मेरी idea है कि वहाँ तक जाने तक का cost है, वहाँ आने तक का time है, तो उससे अच्छा आप खुद ही कर लें. And then I mean the minimum is 5.5 as I said before. आपको 5.5 से ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए इसके लिए ना, कोरिया के लिए. तो आप ट्राई कर सकते हैं. आई वुड रिकमेंड, क्योंकि आयल्स के अंदर ब्रिटिश काउंसिल के अंदर आपके पास प्रैक्टिस टेस्ट होती है बहुत सारी, एंड दैट्स वो सबसे एक्यूरेट होते हैं जो आप आयल्स देते हैं इन रियल. उसके अंदर जो उनका फॉर्मेट वगैरह होता है, क्वेश्चंस, टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. सो आई वुड से फॉर स्पीकिंग स्किल, right, so मैं personally अपने बारे में बताऊं तो I didn't know how to speak Urdu. Oh, you didn't take tests? Oh, sure. So personally, if I talk about myself, before I told you I came to Pakistan after finishing my middle school. I didn't speak English. I didn't speak Korean. But speaking skill अंदर कोई straightforward होता है. आपको you have to be brave and you have to just talk to people to improve your skill. So you just have to uh, personally मैं अपनी बारे में बात बताऊं तो I literally talk to the guards, चौकीदार जो घर के बाहर होते हैं कि वो लोग ऐसी बात हैं. So I was just talking to them all the time in Urdu. That's why I grew my skill. English course के English to speaking test there. This is a very insider tip, but so if you go to Discord and then talking channel, you have like loads of people who's in that Discord app. It's a chat app, and then you can access like those like small groups, and then वो foreign लोग होंगे. You can just talk in English. No one will judge you. और उसके अंदर आपको speaking skill. I mean, all I'm trying to say is that you just have to be brave about it and just continue talking. And that's how it's a very straightforward part. But and then I would say they have a specific format as well for IELTS. उनके अंदर जो format होता है कि introduce yourself, they ask you a few questions. It's very repetitive. I would say do not memorize IELTS, but you can always just like have a general idea of what they're gonna ask and then practice those few times. And suggest some good channels for IELTS prep for YouTube, right? We'll upload. I mean, we'll just watch Netflix. Yeah, sure. Global guys, if you go to our page on Instagram, we have so many IELTS guide as well, so you can just look it up. I gave my IELTS like 4 years ago, so I don't remember any good channels. I'll be really honest, but global guys, we always keep the good channels updated on our Instagram. तो आप उसके अंदर देख सकते हैं. I'll take last two questions if anyone wants to ask anything. I see some new people who joined. If you guys want to ask a question, the last two questions. Yeah, there are loads of Steve on YouTube. YouTube is, yeah, QnA. I'll wait for like a minute. Hi, Hashir. Do you have any? There are lots of questions. Sure. Yeah, Pakistani visa. There's lots of issue with the visa, that a lot of people's visas get rejected. I know that a lot of people, because where to contact your consultation. You just have to drop a message. If you go to our Instagram page, Global Grads, you'll see the number as well, and then Instagram chat. You can always message us, contact, call, and then if you want to study in Korea, you can just mention on when you're contacting us, and we'll be guiding you throughout. Info on hospitality diplomas. Yeah, we have so many courses related to hospitality, like hotel management, service management, and everything. Obviously, there's international hotel management as well. So उसके जो international जो course होते हैं, they'll be in English. But अगर आप within कोरियन यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर विद इन कोरियन अगर आप लैंग्वेज पढ़ना चाहते हैं तो you have to give a Korean test topic. But yeah, just give me a second. Yeah, so you'll be able to get, we got loads of course. Just text us. We'll be sending you all the course you want, and then we'll see if there's a good match. We go for masters. You have like literally endless option in Korea who offers you like which will be offering you an English course. So that's an issue. Can global grads connect us with some potential PhD faculty who respond actively? This is a thing that we're working on right now. So there's a university called Ansang University. It's near Busan. I don't know if you guys heard it. And so we are in a process. We got connected with the Indian professor who is teaching an English track, who's conducting a research in English there. So hopefully, if this works out, we will be sending a few, like we'll be posting on Instagram that, oh yeah, we got this opportunity from this person, and then we'll be taking some students. So just follow our page. Just keep watching our post, and then we'll be posting. And if there's a good opportunity, we'll answer your question. We are on process PhD. Yeah, we need more live session. Yeah, we'll do more live session. Yeah, obviously. I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll get more response later. But yeah, I mean, thank you all for joining. I'll end this now. Yeah, and then hopefully within a few weeks, if you get lots of requests, for the live session, we'll do that. And thank you all for joining. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz, guys. Thank you all.